Well, good evening, folks. Good evening, race enthusiasts and enthusiastic racers. Welcome to ACC Career Mode. We're having another race tonight at the famous Nordschleife. And this time, it's raining. Indeed, it's probably wetter than an otter's pocket out there. And I'm glad I'm sat here not trying to drive this because, well, nobody needs that. So the drivers are just currently in the driver's briefing, which should be finished in a minute or two. And then we'll get the man behind ACC Career Mode in, Mr. Harry, who'll be jumping in to help me with comms, and he'll also be doing the stewarding tonight. And yeah, so we'll have a 25-minute qualifying session, let folks get some laps in, get their setups all sorted and stuff like that, and then it's a 45-minute race. Now, I don't believe there is any refueling or that tonight, but we'll see. As you can see, we've got a nice smattering selection of cars out in the grid. The usual suspects, there's quite a few Ferraris and McLarens, but there's a few Porsches tonight, a few Beamers as well, which is nice to see. Mr. Pryor in the Aston Martin as usual. Predictable. No Lexuses, but, you know, you can't expect people to want to attain that perfection too early. So hopefully I've set all this up right because I had to reinstall my PC recently and I'm not sure whether I've got everything back where it should be. But, well, we'll see. Remember, folks, if anybody wants to join us, you don't think you'll be able to join tonight, but future races, there's 2 or 3 races per week. Do ! Discord in the chat, and you'll be able to join up in the Discord and then get signed up on SimGrid and things like that. Briefing's taking a long time. Harry's probably shouting at them about turn 1 and turn 2, which is necessary. But once it gets knocked forward into qualifying, we'll get out and we'll see what people are up to. Oh, a few others joining, so we've got 22 on the grid so far tonight. I believe we should have about 30, but some people may have jumped in, seen the rain, decided. Vegas J, how we doing? I see you're on the grid tonight. Yes. In the Fiat, of course. Terrible. In fact, let's see if we can see Mr. Vegas J. There we are. There's his Fiat. Currently levitating. I don't know if that's... I think you might need to look at the aero there. It seems to be levitating at the front. No practice in the rain. I think I've done 2 laps of the Nordschleife since it came to ACC. I've got no real interest in driving it. I prefer commentating on it. I can barely remember normal tracks. Never mind 60 odd corners and all that, you know, it's a nightmare. So we've got folk out on track just now. Mr. Mass in the McLaren, ACM branded McLaren, of course, with the Uplay sponsor there. Remember and check out Uplay, folks, for all your DLCs and things like that.
Good evening, everyone.
Here he is. Finally back from Crescent Nursery. We have Mr. Harry Goswell, founder of ACC Career Mode. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad. I'm looking forward to the race tonight. Obviously, it's going to be a wet one, but that's where the fun starts.
It's wetter than an otter's pocket out there, mate. It's definitely... oh, Mr. Mass is already... He's decided, no. He's probably still got his dry tyres on.
Stick the thing onto the broadcasting overlay.
Oh, yeah. What do they have? There we are.
There you go.
Yeah. So, as we can see, folks, we've got a lovely little selection of cars tonight again. McLarens, Porsches, Fiats, Beamers, an Aston Martin. Good to see it's not just all Fiats.
Yeah, they learn the Aston Martin. As an Aston Martin driver, I'm quite disappointed with that one.
Yeah, it's... When I first got back in ACC about 3 or 4 months ago, the Aston seemed to be the car of choice, and now it's fell off again. So
Yeah, people go on and off it over the time. I think it depends on the bop that the game gets, but
yeah,
I think all around it's a decent car.
I like driving it. I love the sound of it. At the moment, I just prefer the Beamer.
Yeah.
So what happened to the two brothers? Why are they not racing out? Are they being summoned back to their home planet?
I've got no idea. I mean, they are aliens. We know that. They were there on Wednesday with the polo card race.
Yeah.
Yeah, no idea where they are tonight. They might be doing a race with Big Brain or something like that. So.
No, I think they've probably been summoned back to planet X-13 in the Perseus Nebula, having broken all the laws of physics in this game.
Yeah. Especially Shea. He's an absolute menace here at Nürburgring.
For how someone can lap at night 4 seconds slower than they do during the day is beyond what I can comprehend. You know?
Yeah, the man's a menace. I mean, it's on the one hand gives everyone else a bit of something more to work on tonight.
It does, and apparently he was using broken pedals when he was doing it.
Really?
That's a rumour that I heard.
I mean, on Wednesday he had brake ducts set to 2 in a 52 degree temperature race. So.
Yes, I had my brake duct set to something, but the Beamer just couldn't take the scene corner after the Mistral straight and bin me 3 times, and I decided no, because I'm going to end up killing somebody, and I don't want to ruin somebody's race, so I backed out graciously. A few swear words here and there as usual, but it's good to see. There's quite a few Porsches tonight. Porsche seems to be having a bit of a renaissance. I think it's the Rick Pixel effect.
Yeah, he goes in it once, and then all of a sudden everyone's
everyone's using it. So we've got Mr. Blanchette back out again. Unfortunately, Mr. Blanchette appears to be like me. He's a contact magnet. He always
he's had a lot of laps. He's had a lot of experience.
Yeah.
But like you said, he always seems to find himself unfortunately caught up in a lot of incidents.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because it's never his fault. You know, he's a very clean driver. We've got Joel Kelly. Everyone's favourite Belgian, Will Gossel, just going on to the Nordschleife itself in the ACM McLaren, hoping to get some time off if he picks up any penalties. Wash Machine, subscribing with Prime, thank you so much.
Amazing, mate, thank you.
Absolutely amazing, thank you so much.
Legend.
That will help with the server costs and associated things, and also pay the bill to have my Lexus cleaned once in a while.
Yeah. Now that it's sat in a garage.
Ben Jimmy, oh my word, that's a livery and a half right there. Oh, that's a stotery of livery.
That is quite nice, that.
That could be livery of the day, that one. That could be... Yeah, that is...
Yeah, the gold highlights across it, and
yep.
It works surprisingly well with the pink.
It does, it reminds me of a Turkish boudoir. Not that I've ever been in a Turkish boudoir, but that's what I imagine a Turkish boudoir would look like. That's very nice. Then we have Oleg Shagin. I think that's how you pronounce it. I do like that livery. I think that's one of the standard ones, isn't it? Yeah, it must be, because him and Ryan Blanchette are using it. And we have Mr. Kras.
Seen it.
Then we have Mr. Yeah, I've seen it a lot of time. Mr. Krasnov has recently moved from BMW to Porsche. Very fast driver. Also repping ACM on the back there. Nice to see. Definitely a fast driver, and I wouldn't put it past him finishing in the top 3. And we have Price.
It's interesting seeing him switch to the Porsche for the season.
Definitely is. I'm so used to him being in the BMW.
Yeah.
And we have Alfie Price, who actually set the fastest time in practice before we went live. I think it was a 8:37 in the rain, which is a pretty good time.
Yeah, very
Then we
good
have
time.
Noah Ackerman, who's now been renamed Noah Reckerman because he definitely likes to drive his elbows firmly out. But he's a bloody fast driver at the same time with a bloody nice livery, so. Wash machine you thought about driving today, but you can't complete 2 laps and the Nordschleife without smashing the car into barriers. Much like myself, however, I can't complete a lap of the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit without binning it, so. But, you know, as long as you bin it away from other people, then there's no harm in driving, there's no harm in trying it. We have Mr. Hannock and the Stealth Edition McLaren. Resident GT4 expert who's made the jump up to GT3s and making it look bloody easy. Very fast driver. Then we have Lily, the spawn of Satan Lillington, and the Google Sheets branded Fiat. Very nice livery if I do say so myself, although I might be biased in that one. Even though it's green and white. A couple of newcomers now, Mr. Beltoft in the Beamer. Nice livery actually, yes. Then Coltrini, again in the Beamer. Or the vomiting robot as I call it. And we have Mr. J, who we saw earlier on, he was in chat. Definitely come and join us with some races, mate. In the Bumblebee Racing Ferrari. Then we have Mr. Pryor chilling out in the pits. In the Aston Martin. We have Koshera. In the Bayern Racing Team, Bayern. I think that's maybe the acute over the E, might make it a... We have Mr. Darkness in an absolute unbelievable livery, if I do say so myself. And the Bragas Cats.
That the
BMW.
that one commissioned by yourself?
That's the one made by me, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Such a nice livery.
It is a nice livery actually. I'm quite chuffed with that, to be honest.
Yeah. If I was running the BMW, I think I'd run that livery.
Yeah. Then we have Kevin Barfield, and sure that's the livery. What's that motorbike guy, or the ex-motorbike driver? Rider used to.
Rossi, innit?
Yeah, Rossi. I do like that livery. It is quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll try and refrain from any in-car footage from the BMW to not assault your ears with a dreadful engine noise. Then we have Konstantin Shenikov in the McLaren. And then we have another alien here, Mr. Uzabi Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm predicting a solid top 3 for him tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely got a bit of the Ronaldo about him when it comes to this. Man's Portuguese, of course. My favourite country in the world. A bloody nice livery that as well. Baby blue and white.
I was doing some practice with Ezebi when Nordschleife first came out, and it was the only time that I'd ever beaten him on a lap time. And I was talking to him, and he said, "I can definitely see some 8:05s," which was at the time like 15 seconds faster. Jesus. So the man is an alien. Yeah,
he is an alien, but he's a bloody good driver, and he's also a good driver when you're slow like me. If he's coming up behind you, you know he's going to be nice and predictable. You know he's not going to try anything daft. So, and
absolutely.
Also coming straight in from comics and stuff like that, we've got Winnie the Pooh, who's joining us on track tonight.
I think Winnie the Pooh needs a Winnie the Pooh livery.
I think they do. I think there's definitely room for that. But it's good to have some famous people in the grid tonight. Just pulling off there, probably maybe doesn't want to show themselves up too much. So at the moment, Price has set the best lap in 8:43.8, followed by Lillington with an 8:47. Then Mr. Hannock with an 8:52. And Gustav Beltoft, with an 8:54. It's great to see people go Gustav, because that's my name as well, my real name. So, we have 12 minutes 40 left of qualifying. 5 laps put in. G-Man's put a lap in. Canadian driver. It's good to see we're branching out across the pond, as they would say.
One of the Alien brothers is in the chat.
Ah, yes. Oh, Sully257, how we doing? I hope the translite warp back to your home planet went well. You know, now that we've discovered that the two of you definitely are aliens. I don't know if one of the two is doing a photo shoot here. Perhaps just what flag is that? Is that the Hungarian flag?
I think so.
Yeah. But I think there will be a lot of luck needed tonight. Wet conditions are torturous at the best of times. Harry, is there any pit stops of that tonight?
No mandatory pit stops on tonight. I think what drivers are going to need is a bit of Ben Ely driving logic. They're going to need to just keep it calm, keep it collected throughout the 45 minutes, because obviously you got the rain to deal with. I wouldn't worry about the people around you.
No.
They're going to make mistakes. They're going to suffer from it. But if you keep you calm, if you know what you're doing, you're going to be in for a good position at the end, I think. So
find your space and just do your thing.
Absolutely, no other interference from pit stops and stuff like that. It's just your own race to race, really. So
yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry, I couldn't make the race tonight. Just need a day off. Yeah, I feel you, mate. I was in the extreme weather, Paul Ricard, and I really shouldn't. I had a really busy day at work with my 2 jobs, and really wasn't in the frame of mind to race, especially when the BMW was sliding about everywhere. So
it was a hot one on Wednesday.
It was toasty H. It really was. You know, the BMW was fine for about 3 laps, it was fine. And then after that, no matter what I tried, I could not get round the turn at the end of the Mistral. You know, coming off the gas way early, braking way early, just nothing worked, it just went into a spin. So we have that.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, that is.
Cheers.
Hope you didn't have brake ducts too on it. I can't remember what I had on. I'd been messing around all day with the Beamer because I'm just starting to drive the Beamer. Haven't used the Lexus and most other things. So have we got any other times? Well, we've got some other people. Mr. Sonny Burnett. Don't know what flag that is. Polish flag, maybe? So we have 23 on the grid. Should make it quite interesting.
That's an improvement from the practice session.
Still out in front is Alfie Price.
Yeah, I'm looking at his laps at the moment, and he's
Yeah.
I think he's running quite a low TC, which is quite brave on a track like this in the rain.
Definitely heroic, if anything.
Yeah. But I mean, he's setting 8:43s in the rain. I'm predicting those to go up by quite a lot in this lap, so
Yeah.
it will be interesting to see what he finalises with.
Yeah, he was in the 30s in practice, so I mean he's currently up a wee bit, so not too bad. Ryan Blanchette is currently up on his time. Trini's just set a lap, currently sitting in 7th. And the BMW, let's go inside and listen to the vomiting robot for it. No, he's spared us that ignominy. Daniel G-Man, the Bulgies.
Hopefully we get people with enough time to set a lap. We've got quite a lot that haven't at the moment.
Hopefully so, but you know, people might just be quite happy to start where they start, really.
Yeah, I think Vegas J and Pryor are happy to currently sat in the pit lane,
Yeah,
so I don't blame them at
because
all, to
as
be
you
honest.
say, you know, there's going to be sliding, there's going to be all sorts of things happening. So it's, you know, you could start at the back and easily get into the top 5, top 10, no problem, just with incidents in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the rain's the priority. There's only 45 minutes to maintain it, so if you do it well, you'll be in a good position.
I take it the rain's going to be consistent throughout. Looking at the
Yeah,
forecast just now,
yeah,
it says it's going to be consistent. So,
yeah, no variability there.
well, that's it's definitely going to be a change for some people because I know a lot of people don't like these horrid conditions. But I know you've got a wee habit of putting races like this in. What with the extreme temperature Paul Ricard and then the famous flooded Watkins Glen race.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. We've got another one in the pipeline for Sunday, so keep your eyes peeled for that one, folks.
Was that another rain race or a hot weather one?
It's another flooded one.
What track will that be?
Uh, I'll reveal some key details for those that are actually watching. It's going to be at Kyalami.
Oh dear. So Sunset Corner in a absolute monsoon is going to be real fun.
Yeah, yep, yeah, it'll be a
Yes.
fun one. But
I
that's what
think
the Discord series is about.
I think I may have to commentate on that one rather than put myself through that torture.
It'll definitely be a fun one to commentate on. But yeah, like I was saying, that's what the Discord series is about, giving something a little different to your normal driving, and doing it over an extended period of time as well. I mean, you got 3 months to get yourself on the leaderboard and get some decent results in. I mean, even if you're not finishing P1 and P2 every race, you've still got a very decent chance of winning.
Yep. And it's nice to experience different sides of driving, you know,
Yeah.
because we've done a wet Monza, I remember that one, flooded Watkins. We've obviously done the hot weather ones. We just need them to add in snow, and we can do some rallying stages.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
It definitely would be. So there's been no real movement on the lap times. Price still out in front. I think he's decided that's going to be his lot for today. Second place is Kelly, who's currently he's about just over a quarter second up on his best time. We have Lillington in the pits, probably compiling a spreadsheet. There's be Phoenix. Just chilling. That livery is absolutely cracking. It really is. Mr. Hannock, who's 2 seconds up. This would move him up into fourth if he can keep this up. We'll come back to him if his lap time stays nice. Ryan Blanchette, who's 3.5 seconds up, which would move him up 1 place into 7th. And if he manages to get another second or 2, it might even move him quite a bit further up. So, the main question is, Harry, when is the Bentley boat race happening?
I'll be on the 30th of April, so I believe that is a Tuesday.
Yes. So, flooded track in the Boatleys. Going to be amazing. I think it should be mandatory that everyone drives with cockpit cam on for that right hand drive curveball. And did I also see that we've got another Ginetta race coming up?
Yeah, next Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
Yes. We do like our Ginettas here at ACM. So, the Ginetta series coming back. Ryan Blanchette, he's currently up 4 seconds up. This could... Well, he's going to move up 1 place. Heading up to the line now. Currently 8th, now into 7th. So he managed to move himself up a place there. we have 2 minutes 50 left of qualifying, so if anybody's going out now, they'll be able to do their Joker lap, then get into the main body of the hell. Winnie the Pooh there. Shankov, Mr. Darkness in that livery. Oh. Wow, listen to that engine. So I think Mr. Darkness was saying that he might be a bit of a danger on track tonight. Is that what he was going on about in Discord?
Yeah, he didn't have. I can't remember if he had any incidents last week, but I know he's a fairly new driver, so
yeah. I think he did. I think he had one, but I don't think it was anything major. So we'll
yeah, I'm just looking back through myself. I can't see anything major.
So we'll just go through the current top 10. As Alfie Price out in front, just over 4 seconds behind is Mr. Kelly. Then Miss Lillington in the Google Sheets Ferrari. Then we have Usby Phoenix. Lucas Hannock. Then we have Beltoft, Blanchette, Chagan, Barfield, and Koshera. That's your top 10 at the moment, but we still have quite a few people out on track. I think a few people will do their Joker runs. Just check in with the Belgian Will Gossel. And that beautiful ACM livery. I believe you're just coming up to the... Can't see what part of track that is. Ah yeah, it's just heading up towards the hairpin now. I wonder if he's going to actually go and try and put a lap in. Where's Ben Ely tonight?
I believe he's away for the weekend because he was saying on Wednesday that that would be his only race. So.
Well, I think that'll be an automatic stop-go added to his next race.
Yeah, lack of attendance. He should take his PC with him, really.
Well, you know, a normal person would. You know. So we've still got a fair number of people out on track. We've got Will and Bartosz. Sonny and Ackerman are all looking to put up laps just now, I believe. Or at least get some more practice in. Try and get those TCs dialed in. 843.8 Price. Kelly. Yep, so it's a Ferrari top 4 at the moment. Total Fiat lockout. Nope. Ackerman has just went P3 with an 847.5. 2/10 away from P2. So, not a bad lap there for the Wrecking Ball himself. And I wonder if we'll see what we saw the last Nordschleife race, that McLaren is very fast off the line. I take it as a short formation lap tonight.
Yeah, short formation. The long formation's about 15 minutes long, so
well,
yeah.
Let's not ever do that.
Nah. I think it'd be not only boring for us, but impossible for the drivers to finish. I'd be falling asleep myself.
I would be pretty worried about that. So we've still got a few cars out on track. Nobody, 599 setting a lap. And who would that be? That's Krasnov. Ah, Mr. Krasnov. Currently almost 2 seconds up on his best time. So if he kept this, that would take him up one position. Bloody nice livery that as well. Let's go inside, let's... We've also got Daniel G-Man out, putting on a lap in. Oh, nope. Commentator's curse. Oh dear. Sorry about that, Daniel. Yeah. The possible Belgian Will Gossel is out doing a lap, but I think this might just be a bit of practice. Bartosz Gemiol in that beautiful Porsche. It's ACM livery as well. I never noticed that.
Oh, it's got an ACM on the top.
It's got the well, then it is definitely livery of the day, let's face it.
Oh, that's incredible.
That really is. That's
just spectacular. It works so well as well.
It does. That Porsche looks twitchier than anything out there.
Yeah, it's too scary for me to drive.
I've tried it a couple of times, and every time I've binned it in the first corner that I've tried to drive it around, so... You know, despite Mr. Pixel asserting that it's a easy car to drive. Oh, silly, I think people are going to need a bit of luck tonight. I think this is going to be... I think there's going to be some incident.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
But if there is, we'll take the look.
Let's see what speed the... 269 in the Porsche.
But of course, nothing compared to the Lexus.
I think the Lexus got up to about 285, 290 up here.
Yeah, I've heard that when before they patched it, it was going into speeds of 300.
It could probably go faster, but they just don't want to overpower the Lexus too much.
Yeah, sandbagging on purpose.
Of course. Of course, Braga seems to be favouring the Lexus these days.
Yeah, he's switched over to it. Have you seen his livery yet?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I wonder when the grand reveal for that will be, because
oh dear.
I've seen a quick photo of it, and it's
oh dear.
It'll pose a contest to some of the liveries on the grid, that's for sure.
Good. So Bartosz Gemiol has just got himself into 5th place. Nice wee burner lap there. Krasnov still 2.8 up, which would take him up. Take him up into 5th. If he could find a little bit more, he could maybe... If he could find 4 seconds, he'll get himself into 2nd, which is quite possible with Krasnov because he is bloody quick.
It's surprisingly very close between 2nd, 3rd and 4th. For a track like Nordschleife to be, I mean, what, 5 tenths between each other?
Yeah. I mean, 2nd to 6th is 2.7 seconds, 3 seconds almost.
Yeah. It's not something you see, especially not when it's raining.
No. Krasnov's still going. He's still hovering about that 2.5 to 3 second mark. Of course, his car doesn't look anywhere near as twitchy as Bartosz's. But
yeah, it might be running higher TC or maybe more downforce on the setup. It'd be interesting to see what he gets down the straights.
Well, we'll get locked into that. Zenendale still out. Belgian Will still out there with his high beams on. Safety first as always. 269.
Yeah, visibility's needed tonight.
269 in the mark-up.
Similar speeds to the Porsche then.
Let's see how he fares in the last wee section here. Here he comes. Nice and clean. Up the line, let's see where he goes. Put himself into 14th place.
Nice. Good lap there.
Nice. Krasnov's still pushing, about to take the last, come up to the last right-hander before the Dottinger. Through the mini carousel. Ooh,
Little bit wide there.
Well held.
What were you saying about it not being so twitchy?
Well, here we go. Onto the straight. Currently 2.3 up. Which would get him up 1 place. 2 places. Yeah, 2 places. Not as fast.
Yeah, 2.6.261.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe like I said, it'd be running higher downforce then.
Yeah, I think he might change that. So he's 2.1 up, 2.145. Coming to the last wee complex before the heading to the finish line.
Ooh. That was a slide and a half there.
Currently 1.8 up, 1.7. And he will finish. Nope, he stays in 7th.
That was very close there between him and Yuzebi.
Close, very close. 2 bloody good drivers, who I think will be up in the. They'll be up in the podium places at least at some point in the race, if not right at the end. So.
Alright, there's some rain in this session.
Here we go, folks. Yep, thank you. I know there's rain in this session. I'm commentating on it.
He says some very, very valid things though.
He does say some very valid things. Can I do this? Can I? Nope. Won't let me. So, we have Price P1. Joe Kelly P2. Noah Ackerman / Reckerman P3. Willie Lillington P4. Bartosz Jemiel P5, Uzbi Phoenix P6, Sergei Krasnov P7, Lucas Hanek P8, Gustav Beltoft P9, Ryan Blanchett P10, Oleg Shagin P11, Kevin Barfield P12, Maxime Koshera P13, Will Gossel P14, Alessandro Coltrini P15, Daniel G-Man P16, Mark Mass P17, Konstantin Shainikov P18, Sonny Burnett P19, Vegas J P20, Stuart Pryor P21, Sashin Darkness P22, and Winnie the Pooh in P23. So it'll be a short formation lap tonight, thankfully. We've got a helicam. And then it'll be 45 minutes around the green hell. There's no mandatory pit stops or anything, so...
Winnie the Pooh's just put in chat that he's on dry tyres.
Oh, well. That's wonderful.
It's going to be a difficult time for him.
Yeah. It'll also be, yeah. So Winnie the Pooh will be starting from the pits. It'll also be interesting to see if we have anybody who's forgotten to fuel the car up properly. There surely will be one.
Yeah, looking at it from the perspective of the drivers, the visibility is very poor this evening.
Yeah. Which is all the more reason why you should get yourself your own little space and just wait for things to happen.
Exactly. Don't focus on making any moves. It's only going to make it more difficult for not only yourself, but other people as well.
Exactly. So, heading up to that The left-hander will take us back onto the pit straight. We'll get into helicam here. We'll sort of go around Lillington, we'll see if anything happens. In that beautiful ACM Google Sheets racing livery. And we're away. Here we go. Let's fingers crossed that there's not any massive death. Again, look at that McLaren. It's like a stabbed rat off the line. Here we go. All looks fairly clean.
Don't jinx it.
A couple of wee touches there, but nothing major. I don't see any death and destruction. My word. My word. Unbelievable. So Price has kept his P1. No. Yep, the software's all going a bit funny just now, but that's fine.
Yeah, we had Hanak that was off to the side.
Ah, right, okay.
So I'm not sure what happened there. But I think
Oh, we've got
676 that's off G-Man.
Yep. G-Man's off as well. Hanak, that's 2 races here that he's been had a bit of trouble early doors. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened. Down at turn 1, everything seems to be not too bad. Into turn 2. He's... Yep.
Went on his own terms.
Tried to get in the power too early, but like he should do, he's waited. Yep, it's cost himself some positions, but he's not tried to get back onto track immediately. But that's a bit of a shame for him, and we'll just wait for this to reset itself. Because at the moment we have Usby Phoenix, who's just went up into 3rd.
That's a very good start from him then.
Yeah, unfortunately in 8 seconds we'll be able to be back into live action. 3, 2, So we're back into live action now. So Usby Phoenix has got himself up into 3rd. So we'll go up the top 10 just now is Price, Ackerman, Usby Phoenix, Kelly, Gemiol, Krasnov, Beltoft, Blanchette, Shagin and Coltrini. Lucas Hanak's making his way back to the field just now. Back up into 20th, just past Shainikov. Remember folks, if there's somebody, folks in chat, if there's somebody you want us to go on board with for a wee while, obviously we can't do a full lap because of, you know, it'll be nigh on 9 minutes. Then let us know. So at the moment we have Lillington holding off Mr. Hanak. Oh, Lillington's wide. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, Lillington's back to the pits. Must be some pretty severe damage.
That's not good to hear.
No,
She had a good
that's
start
not-
as well, I think.
She did. Oh, and we just went to Mark Mass and he's ditched it. I truly am cursing everyone tonight. Well, oh, hold on. Just let people pass and then you'll be alright. So we've got all sorts of movement. Hanak's got himself back up to 15th place after his traction control. Now he's coming up on Mark Mass. Mark's, I think, moving out the way. Yep. Nope, no. No, he's coming up on Will Gossel. So we'll see if he does this. Will probably cede the position to him. You know, Will's definitely from the Ben Ely. Yep, there we are. Definitely from the Ben Ely School of Driving. If you're cursing people, Will Gossel, please. Good evening, Mr. Pixel. Vegas J, you're done cursing up the middle of the track. If somebody's done that, then
Wouldn't have avoid it. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at the.
We'll have a look, and if it's been
Yeah.
egregious, then. But just get back out. Treat
Yeah,
it
there's
as,
no point.
treat it as practice now, you know?
Exactly. No point in giving him now. He's still got 40 minutes. Anything can happen.
Exactly, treat it as
Um,
practice, because you never know when you're going to have another wet race.
And the thing is as well, it's a Discord series. One race, even the laps that you do, that'll count quite a lot towards it. So you know, just
Exactly.
getting those in is going to benefit you in the long term.
Mm-hmm. So Burnett's just overtaken Mr. Blanchett. But we'll go back on with everyone's favourite Belgian, Mr. Will Gossel. Mr. Pixel, what did we go? We'll go bonnet cam here. Oh. Vegas J's got a drive-through. What's that for?
That might have been position on the start. I did see someone get one of those.
Ah, okay.
So I think drive limits here is track limits here is impossible.
This whole track is an impossibility. Ah, right. As I say, mate, just treat us back now. Will's doing great, you know, and he's putting in the hours. And coming at the carousel. Taking it nice and easy coming out there. I believe that's Mr. Darkness up front in the Braga Loves Cats livery. But Will's got Winnie the Pooh all over his, all about him. So this could be interesting. We'll get into Helicam, we'll see what's going on here. Oh, Winnie the Pooh! Oh, no. Unfortunately, Winnie the Pooh came unstuck. I was trying to blend that into a joke, but it didn't work, unfortunately. Your car won't select a gear. You'd be looking at a Quest 3 rack. You just can't hide money. We've got a few movers here. Bartosz Jemiol has went down a place. Krasnov just overtook him. Kelly seems to have dropped a few places, so I don't know if he's maybe had a wee... Let's go back and see if he's had a wee incident. Ah, yep, into the grass. Yep, a wee spinny spin spin. Oh, contact as well. You might have to have a wee look at that, Harry.
Yeah. Still looking at the start at the moment.
But Joe Kelly's managed to continue. I don't know how much damage him and Bartosz will have had after that. Two Porsches. Rick will be very happy at that. Let's actually go on board and see 267. Yeah, Krasnov's definitely running more wing because Bartosz behind him is doing 269 and Krasnov's doing 264, 265. So he's definitely running a bit more wing, I think. Probably sensible given the conditions. Still out in front is Alfie Price, who's done an 8:46 to start. Well, bloody good times. Ackerman in second, followed by Uzbi Phoenix. Krasnov, who's just went a bit wide. Hold the line, there we are. Krasnov and Jemmy all having a wee bit of a drag race here. Be interested to see what goes on here. Giving each other plenty of room, nice to see. And Burnett spotting a wee gap there and has decided to kick his way through it, which is good. So that takes him up into 5th. Coming up to the Schumacher S's, and I think I just heard a car screech there, so I don't know if somebody's maybe binned it. Oh, some penalties coming in. Car 676. The G-Man has got himself a wee 5-seconder. Winnie the Pooh still going after the last crash. Coltrini and Barfield into the pits. Don't know what that's for. Mark Mass back out on track after his incident. As is Lillington, as is Jay, so everyone's still going on, which is good. People haven't decided to bin it. Be interesting to see what Barfield and Coltrini are in for. Perhaps a wee change of setup. Not too sure. Let's see something. We've only got one person in there, so we won't bother with that. Rick, if you're there, is all the sound levels fine? Everything sounding alright? Anything too loud, anything too quiet? So the closest battle on track just now is Krasnov and Burnett. All good, thank you very much, Rick. When are you going to get back into commentating? 15-second penalty for car 77.
Mr. Hannock.
Oh, Mr. Hannock. Who's just coming up, Mr. Cochet. That's another close battle, as is Will Gossel and the darkness itself. McLaren are about to come up onto the vomiting robot. You want to explore, like, driving ACC all the time in VR? You are mad. That would be barf inducing. But of course, you know what they say, Harry, you can't hide money, and Rick certainly doesn't hide his money. Which is also good, because I know Rick's going to give me his full Moses setup when he eventually moves on to SimCube or something like that.
Yeah, you can't deny free stuff as well.
I doubt he'll give me it for free, but I'll maybe get a slight discount, a little mates rates there. Yeah, see, I didn't get it with FPV drones as long as I used Fat Shark Trick, but the single screen ones, that just sent me loopy. Like the budget GearBest ones that you could make yourself, that sent me loopy, but Fat Sharks I was fine with. Anyway, back to the racing. Burnett and Krasnov are still having a bit of a ding-dong battle here. As is Jemiel and Beltoft. Jemiel, who must have some damage.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot of front-end damage.
Okay. Who's now got Mr. Kelly right up him. And I think there's been a spin. Hannock's back in the pits. I think he must have spun. Barfield's got a stop, go 30. The two Beamers, Barfield and Coltrini, are back out on track. Oh, commentator's curse.
He kept it going.
Beamer's built a tough stuff, you know. But still out in front is Alfie Price. A six and a bit second gap to Ackerman, who's then got Usby Phoenix 3 seconds behind. Krasnov, oh here we go. Krasnov and Burnett going for it. I think Krasnov's running a bit too much wing to try and beat anyone on a drag race, but he's giving it a bloody good go in the corners. He's back out in front. Well done. He is a bloody good driver, Krasnov. He's taking that bit. Oh, well done, well held, boys. Well held. Into carousel. So with that battle, then we've got one right behind it. Beltoft and Gemiol. Made all the better because Gemiol's obviously got quite a lot of damage on his car. So quite how he's holding that. Yes, Rick, we know. Me and Harry said that earlier on, that people are only driving the Porsche because you've driven it, so you've brought it back into the zeitgeist, so to speak. I don't believe it for a second. The Porsches are undrivable, apart from the Cayman. The Cayman's great to drive. Love driving the Cayman. We'll head back up the grid a bit, back to the carousel. Young Belgian Will, all over the back of the darkness. Better run out the carousel there. Much better run out the carousel. Let's get on the bonnet cam here. Big Beamer stretching its legs a bit. It is true, Rick, the Porsches are undrivable. I think young Will's just biding his time here. I think he senses a mistake in the darkness's future. We come around the top of the track. I don't think that McLaren will be able to touch the Beamer on the straight, so it'll be interesting to see. Very wide there, very wide. Here comes Will. Giving a bit of beans, we just had a yellow flag on track. 5-second penalty for car 28 for Teixeira. Any elaboration?
Yeah, he was letting Hanak go by, and he didn't do it very well. He actually caused Hanak to DNF, so.
Alright, okay. Right, so still out in front, it's Price, just finishing a lap now. Into the last complex, 3.5 seconds, so he's on for a 43 here, I think. Yep, 8:43.4. There's a bloody good lap in this monsoon, closely followed by Ackerman. Usby Phoenix. Burnett's still not as big a gap as I thought there would be. It's quite tight up front. Krasnov, Beltoft, Gemiol, who's a hero for not pitting with that amount of damage. Kelly, Chagin. So the best lap time just now is Price with an 8:43.4. No standards up. I know, Rick, I'm new to this, so just calm yourself down, simmer down. There we are.
You, if you want to be so critical, Rick, feel free to come in and show us how it's done.
You know, Rick would lower the tone far too much. He really would. He really would.
Good point, good point.
You know, he'd be talking. Oh, here we go, Beltoft. Oh, there's been a bit of contact there, and that was Bartosz Gemiol. Let's go back 15, see if we can see what happened there. In the bottom curve. Oh, he's spun it out. Yeah. I think he was holding his brakes, so I think it's just one of these things. But he's got some damage at the back now to match the damage at the front. And Beltoft has went off as well. What's happened? He's now doing donuts. What's happened here? Ah, yeah. Got the inside of the curb. Held his brakes, so well done. And got himself off the track. And a couple of wee donuts just to assert dominance. So is the layout of the stream now fine, Rick? Can you see everything of the standings there? Everything fine for you? Price currently with a 7.2 second lead according to this. I know it looks different on your screens, but I have the live timings here. Ackerman, Beltoft all at the back of Chagin, whose name I say differently every time, but I really don't know how to pronounce it. Coltrini has just passed Mass and Barfield are in the pits. Barfield will be serving his stop go 30. Vegas J still on track, good to see, as is Lillington in that amazing livery. We also haven't we seen Mark Mass is in the pits, Coltrini. Chenikov just finishing just heading on to the Nordschleife itself. Winnie the Pooh still out there, despite fame and popularity, still driving racing cars on the side. Good to see. G-Man in a very, very, very beaten up Porsche. Porsche looks like it's been out for a wild weekend in Denny. Of course, not many people get that. Mr. Darkness, what a livery. ACM on the back there as well for penalty reduction purposes, apparently. And a Belgian Will. In the ACM racing livery. Pryor, we've not seen Mr. Pryor today. Let's stay on board with Mr. Pryor. Up into 12, I think he started second last or something. We've also got Burnett in the pits, so everyone will be moving up a position. It's a bloody nice livery, that. Racing his own race, he's currently 14, 16, 17 seconds behind Cosciato. Commentator's curse. He just tanned into a wall. Fun. Big meatball head in front of P22. What earth are you talking about? Yeah, I'm sorry, but my head needs to be there. You need to know that I'm commentating. You know? Fun fact about Pryor, he auto shifts up, but what? Rick, explain.
Yeah, he has auto shifting on, but only for upshifts. He downshifts manually himself.
Why?
I think he just got used to it over time.
Well, there you go, folks.
But yeah, he does well with it. So
Yeah, he certainly does.
that fix wasn't broken.
Yep. Krasnov. There's quite a gap now forming between the front runners. Price has got a 6.5 second gap to Ackerman, who's got a 3 second gap over Uzbe. It's 13 seconds back. We've got Mr. Krasnov. 10 seconds back, Kelly. 7 seconds to Gemiol. 7 to Beltoft, who's got Mr. Chagin right up behind him. We'll just call him Oleg from now on. Oleg right behind him. We'll keep our eye on that. And we've got Mr. Blanchett. And Koshera, and that's your top 10 at the moment. But one in the pits, Burnett, I think he may have had a bit of a spill. But yeah, I can't get my head round that. Auto shifting up, but manual down. Yeah. So how's it looking incident-wise, Harry? Has there been
It's
much?
not too bad, to be fair. Most of them are racing incidents, but sort of borderline-ish. It's not really anyone's fault. It's more sort of
Do you think
one
it's
goes
just
wide.
folk not adapting to the rain?
Yeah, very much so. I think it's just those going wide and then the others not really seeing it in time and a bit of
Yeah.
door banging really.
So nothing egregious.
No, not so far. We have had a couple incidents. Obviously, we've had the time penalties for
Yeah.
G-Man, Koshiera, and Hanak, but those are all relative. They're all on lap 1 as well, so obviously they'll benefit from the additional penalty there.
Yep. Let's see what the Fiat gets up to on the straight. 265, 267, yeah, so he's at the upper end. 269 is what we've seen people at. The McLaren 263, bit slower than other McLaren, so maybe running a bit more wing. The Porsche, that's just dreadfully slow. Well, Krasnov at 8 seconds up on his better lap. Gets a second, he'll have the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, 261, 262 seems to top out at. Winnie the Pooh has just overtaken the darkness. Let's go back and see. Oh, darkness running wide. Bit of damage in the front end of that Beamer. Bit of flashing there as well. Oh dear. Maybe thought about indicators and realised there weren't any on a BMW. Oh, and Winnie the Pooh has went wide. See, I can make jokes about the BMW because that's what I drive now, so until I decide to drive something else, probably next week. There's quite a few cars. Beltoft has taken himself back into the pits. And we have a stop-go. 36 for speeding the pit lane for Price. You don't like to see it. So Blanchette has currently got himself up in 8th. Beltoft is in the pits. But 2 people have dropped out. I think the rain's just scunnered a few folk, but it can't always be nice and sunny. Especially if you live in Scotland. Oh, penalty coming in, 5-second penalty for car 317.
Yeah, I believe that was the incident that was on stream.
For Jimmy All. How he's managing to drive that with all that damage is, yeah.
Yeah, especially considering it's the Porsche as well, both front and back end are going to be...
Oh, no. Oh. I'm getting bloody good at this commentator's curse thing, by the way.
Yeah, comes naturally.
Price has got a stop-go 30. Any update on that?
No, I believe that's the pit lane, so...
Okay, so Price, who was in P1, is now down in 14th, serving a stop-go 30. So out in front now is Ackerman, closely followed by Uzby Phoenix. Just 4 seconds back. Krasnov's got himself up at the 3rd place in the death machine. Kelly P4, Jemiel P5. Oh, Jemiel's having some real trouble with that car now. Yeah, real trouble. I don't want to stay on Mr. Jemiel because I think He's fighting a bit of a battle with his own car here, and he's got Chagin coming behind him, closing the gap quite quickly. Pryor has got himself up into P9. Bit of a last to first burner here. Rick, are you just going to wax lyrical about the Porsche in the same way that I occasionally mentioned the Lexus? Of course, God's Chariot, very obvious by its absence here on the grid. And Usby Phoenix has got himself up to P1. So we've had a change in the lead. Let's get a wee butchers at that. Oh, Ackerman went wide. Onto the grass. And Usby Phoenix went fleeing past. Lex is an oversized mobility scooter. Right. Harry, see for the next race that Rick's in, could you give him an immediate stop go 70?
Yeah, I think I might add on 50% restrictor as well if that's...
Yes,
that's
yes, that's
cards,
fine.
yeah.
That's fine.
That sounds good.
We've got a whole bunch of movement as well. Somebody's, I think, left. No, they haven't. But could just be people passing Price, who's been in the pits. Yeah.
Yeah, Price is left now, I believe,
Has
as well.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, he put a message in chat saying his rear was damaged from hitting the wall, but...
Alright, okay. Well, so we've still got 30 minutes left, so looking at it, there's probably going to be 2 laps. This lap and then another one. I think, yeah, there will be. But Usby Phoenix, currently out in front, and I think Ackerman might have damaged the McLaren a wee bit there, so it'll be interesting to see if this stays as a battle or if Usby just gradually gone from him. So we'll go back down and we'll see who we can see. Mark Mas, our man in Spain, in the ACM livery. I think Mark's quite a new sim racer, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on his like less than 30 hours on ACC, so he's doing quite well, to be fair to him.
Doing better than I am, and I'm on a lot more hours than that. No, he's actually managed to get round the Nordschleife. I don't think I've managed that yet. Oh, and of course, commentator's curse. Of course, Mark's from Spain, so he wouldn't be used to weather like this. Ackerman still on the back of Usby Phoenix. I think Jemiol's just had a bit of incident. Yeah, he's using his Porsche as a lawnmower at the moment. Yeah, and he's back into the pits. So, oh, apologies if you had my dog bark there, folks. So, current top 10 is Usby Phoenix, followed very closely by Ackerman, and Krasnov in P3, in the Rick Pixelmobile, followed by Kelly. Back to Jemiol, who I thought had went to the pits, but obviously hasn't, but that Porsche looks very unhappy. Yeah. He's fighting that. Keep saying that there's movement, but I can't see any. Kelly, Jemiol in 5th, Chagin in 6th, Blanchette in 7th, Koshera in 8th, Pryor in 9th, and Belgian Will Gossel, P10, come on the lad.
He's doing amazing.
He's doing absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, we've seen a big improvement from Gossel recently.
Yeah. Also, Will, an apology because I missed the race last night. I was meant to be doing a 2-person race with him last night, but I was that blootered after my work that I couldn't crashed in front of Lily. Sorry, Lily. Vegas. These things happen. People, you know, this will be a completely different experience for most people racing like this. This track's hard enough, but in the rain, this track is just. Chenikov has got himself wedged in. Let's see what happened there. We'll go back. Oh, yeah, I think he's just spun.
Quite a fast sector of the track as well, so
Yeah.
maybe he hit the curb on the inside and it just sent him.
And beached a wee bit, but then back out.
Yeah, as long as he's not got too much damage, I think he'll be able to make it to the end. There's less than 10 minutes now, so maybe 1 or 2 more laps to go.
Shagin try to get up behind Gemiel. Let's see what the speeds are like. 264. 258. Yeah, that Porsche's definitely damaged.
Yeah, and I mean,
because that was 269 he was getting out of that before.
Ferrari behind will be getting slipstream benefits as well, so.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I spoke too soon.
Well, I think you and I practice voodoo magic, son, because we really are putting the hex on people tonight.
Yeah. Commentator's cursing full blast.
Yep. Will Gossel has got in front of Pryor. What happened there? Come down. Maybe. Oh, went way wide. Went way wide. Belgian Will has got himself up. Pryor let him past there. Well done. Very respectful. Jimmy all back into the pits after how he's managed to drive it that long with that amount of damage is a testament to him. But that's us on our last lap now, folks, and it's still Oosby Phoenix with Ackerman right up behind him, so I think we're going to concentrate on this for a little while. We'll see how this pans out. Yep, so
Yellow.
What about?
676, that's G-Man. I think he might have had a little bit of a spin.
We'll go back 30 seconds. He's onto the grass there. Let's get there. That Porsche's definitely looking like it's seen better. Yeah, he's. Yep.
He's gone wide there, yeah.
He's gone wide and spun back. Luckily, he's in some nice clean air, so not going to impinge on anyone's race. So that's us in the final lap. But big shout to Will Gossel, currently P8, with Pryor all over him like a cheap suit. Be another interesting one. Definitely the best of British here. Aston against McLaren.
Yeah, both running ACM liveries as well.
I know. So if they crash into each other, it's always negated, apparently.
Yep, all rumoured.
A fair play to Will. Driving last.
Yeah, he's got a bit of damage on the front, but I think generally he's managed to do really quite well to keep it as clean as he has done.
Pryor's got a bit as well, so I think they'll probably be negating each other in terms of any effect that will have.
Yeah, but I mean, it all depends on the error, really. I think Pryor's got some on the rear as well. As we say that, Will goes a little bit wide.
Yeah. Jamie all back out on track, good to see. Belgian Will still keeping his nose in front. Oh, danger.
Wow, that was close.
Yeah. Remember, folks, if you're watching and want to get involved in the races here, if you go into our Discord or follow us in SimGrid, you'll be able to join up and get involved in some races. As we were discussing earlier on, Harry, despite his age, likes to throw some curveballs at us.
Yep.
Very extreme temperature races, very wet races. And we might even be doing some single make races and things like that just for the... Although, yeah, we are, because we've got the Janetta series.
Yep, Janetta's next Thursday.
Yep.
And then we've got the older generation cars as well, that'll be coming up soon.
Yes, good. The Lexus
Yeah.
will surely be in that, because that's quite an old car.
That's an older generation, yep. So we'll have the Honda, the Lexus, all of them.
Good, good. We'll go back up front. Usby Phoenix has got a wee bit of a better gap out in Ackerman, but is now coming up to some traffic, it looks like. I think that's a Lillington in front of him. Although they teammates.
I believe they're all teammates and they're all in the same call, so it'd be interesting to see what the chat that's going on between those is.
So at the moment, Usby might be offering Lily money.
Yeah,
And
there'll
also
be some,
Ackerman
will be bribes on the line.
Yeah. You know, let me pass quickly and hold him up and give you some money. Well, you know.
As we say that, Lily's gone wide.
Well, he's gone wide. Or was that just...
Maybe letting them both through,
Yeah,
could be that, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was definitely what happened there. Or maybe the talk of bribes spooked them since we're on to their game.
Ackerman's gone slightly wide on the carousel.
Yeah, gap's up to 2 seconds now.
Yeah. It's a very nice livery on Ackerman's car there.
Yeah. Not as good as Lily's though.
Done by yours truly.
Yes, of course. Beltoft has just got past Pryor. Let's see what happened there. Just a much better speed, although I think Pryor maybe let him past.
Leaders on final lap now.
So that still means that Belgian will P8. Probably a good shout for driver of the day at this rate.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should start doing a proper
I
driver
think
for
we should.
this.
I think we should.
Get something sorted like that.
Yeah, I think the prize should be they drive the Lexus in the next race. Out front, Usby Phoenix. Got a few more wee tricky bits to go before he starts to hurtle down the dotting guard. Ackerman 2.3 behind, so he's probably picked up a second on this lap. Has Usby.
Definitely benefited from the lapped car of Lily Livingston there.
Yeah, I think so. Krasnov still in P3 in the Porsche.
He's doing very well. Seen him getting onto the podium spots quite a lot recently, so I think he's definitely...
Yeah, he's definitely his teammate as well. Can't mind his name. He's a really fast driver as well.
Astikov.
Ashtikov, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who actually followed round in practice at Paul Ricard and took a second and a half off my best lap time. So I've got to thank Mr. Ashtikov for that. But here we go. Usby Phoenix coming banging down the straight. I don't know. I think we might have another lap here.
I strongly believe we'll have another lap.
I think we're going to have another lap.
I'm hoping that drivers are putting enough fuel to plan for that.
Well, this could be interesting. This could be very interesting if they've not.
Beltoft is currently on the rear of Will Gossel.
Yep. Yep, we're going to have another lap, folks. I was off in my calculations. Yep. The vomiting
very close through here.
The vomiting robot all over the back of Will Gossel.
Yeah, I think if Gossel's going to be smart, he'll let him through because
I think so.
He's a faster driver.
Yep.
It's not worth risking the position.
And
Yeah,
well
he's going slightly wide there.
Yes, he's held it. Yeah, well done, Will. Still,
yeah.
P9 is a great result for him if he holds it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, undeniably, yeah.
So Usby Phoenix has went through, currently 2.3 in front. Krasnov 17 seconds behind in P3. Which is a bloody good result given the fact that I think he's running quite high wing on it, as you said. So he's really not got the oomph down the straight. Not that the Porsche has anyway. Feels to have Darkness is in the pits, getting some repairs. Wellington, Mr. Mass still out on the track, good to see. G-Man and our post driver, Barfield and Coltrini, who are two new people on our grids, which is good to see, and I hope they stay around for some more races. That Beamer looks very, oh dear.
It's a lot of front end damage on that.
Yeah. Yeah, perhaps been trying to look inside for indicators and not found any. Chainikov and the McLaren. Gemel still going strong. I think he's maybe fixed his damage though.
Yeah, be able to run at normal pace. Even if that Porsche is twitchy, as we just saw.
Oh my word.
Yeah, very well done for keeping that.
Rick
straight.
Pixel may have had a moment to himself there, seeing that recovery from the slide.
I'd recommend him to turn up his traction control by the looks of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's very twitchy, that Porsche.
I'm a Pryor and P10 and the very smiley ACM Aston Martin. Then everyone's favourite Belgian, Will Gossel. Beltoft P8, Koshera in 7. Blanchette in 6. Shagin in 5. Those two liveries together. Joe Kelly P4. Krasnov in 3. Ackerman's got the gap back down to 2 seconds. To the man in front, Mr. Usby Phoenix. Vegas J, the best software for liveries. I use Armour Paint to do mine, which is a 3D painting software, and it's cheap because it's still in sort of beta version. A lot of people use Photoshop, but I find it's much easier to do it on Armour Paint.
Yeah, if you're looking to do sort of professional incuts and stuff like that, Photoshop's your best bet because you can use the paint kit there.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to do a quick livery that looks decent, definitely Armour Paint.
See, I would go the other way because Armour Paint you can actually place things on the car where you want them to go, whereas Photoshop, it's because the model's flat. That's why I use both.
Yeah, I mean there is that of course, but like I said, with the paint kit bit you get the well, yeah, I mean it's harder, but you got to line up the images and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. It's up to you what you want to prefer. I'd recommend paint kit if you're just looking for something quick to do. But it's easier to visualize as well.
But if you need any help with your livery, Vegas J, just give me a shout and I'll see what I can do to help. I don't mind giving folks a rough and ready tutorial on how to knock something quick up on Armour Paint or Photoshop. I'm by no means a professional at doing liveries, but I do enjoy doing them. Ackerman and Usby Phoenix still well out in front. Krasnov P3. Chainikov has got himself into the pits. Perhaps has run out of fuel. Darkness in the pits, just staying out the rain. Don't think cats like rain very much. But
yeah, he's been in the pit lane for a while now.
I don't think the penalties are going to make much of a difference. Nah.
Nah.
Like it.
Too big of a gap. Oh, we've Beltoft's had a bit of a spin on the straight.
Oh, there? Oh,
yeah,
dear.
that means Gossel's gone past now.
Yeah, Belgian well up in the P8. Oh dear.
Yeah, hit the curb, went flying.
Oh dear. Held his brakes though.
I think, to be honest, he was very lucky to not get too much damage from that.
Yeah.
A bit on the rear, but Could have been a lot worse for sure. But yeah, last lap of the race. All folks need to do now is keep it steady, keep it consistent, and
Nurse
not do
the car
anything.
home.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
there's big enough gaps. Top 10 have all got big enough gaps that they can just take it a wee bit easier. Apart from P1 and 2, they're still fighting the bit out here.
Yeah, respectively quite close compared to everyone else.
Yeah. I just wonder if there's any sort of team orders going on here. Jamie always just went past Pryor. Let's get a wee butchers at that. Oh yeah, there's Pryor there. I think Pryor's got a fair bit of damage. Yeah, he's got a lot of damage in that car. He seems to be wall riding a fair bit. Well, he's got a 11-second gap to the car behind, so just nurse it round. He's going to have a P8, a top 10 finish, which is bloody good. Usby, Phoenix and Ackerman, this is getting close again, 0.9 behind. Car 70's just a bit of a belt offs, yep, belt offs into the wall. I think he's maybe had a bit more damage than we thought. But he's got 30 odd seconds to the car behind, so should be okay. But I think we're going to have to stick on this this lead battle here. Oh, Ackerman's into the grass a wee bit. Still only a 0.6 gap though. Down at 0.5, they're really good at it here. And just coming round to the right hander before the straight. Thing is, I don't want to jinx it, Harry, but Usby doesn't really make mistakes.
No, I think you might have jinxed it, but down on the final straight, it will be interesting to see what Ackerman does.
Yeah. So, Usby, 256, 260. The McLaren's got a bit more on him because of the toe.
He's got the speed.
He's got the toe. He's got the toe.
When he pulls out, it's going to slow down there.
Yep. Could this be a very late charge for the dub?
If he does pull out, he might have learned from his mistakes the last round.
Usby Phoenix blocking off there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He's backed out of that.
Yeah. Oh, wee bit twitchy, that Fiat.
Gone a little wide on the exit there. Might give the McLaren a bit better, but he's gone twitchy as well. It's going to be an absolute drag race to the finish.
Come on now. Yeah, I think Usby Phoenix has got it.
I think it'll be Usby, yeah.
By the narrowest of
finish.
margins. 0.0
700.
at the end there, according to him. Race room.
Wow.
Krasnov. Just coming through the last complex. He's had a bloody good drive.
Yeah, very well done to Krasnov as well.
Yeah. Of course, he's just recently changed to the Porsche, so he's doing bloody well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's got more speed in him as well.
Yeah. I think he was running very high wing there because it was a lot slower than the other Porsche. So, and Kelly finishing up here, P4. Another great drive.
If Kelly had got P3, that would have been a full Phoenix podium.
Jeez, oh well. We would have just had to ban them all right there and then.
Yeah. Yeah, Phoenix takeover for sure.
Yeah. Followed up by Oleg here. That's what he's now known as because I really can't pronounce his surname without it sounding very oft. Coming in P5, great race for him. Ryan Blanchette, he's managed to stay pretty much incident free. He's not been a contact magnet today. Finishing P6.
Yeah, very respectable drive there. Keeps it clean through the final corner as well. That's what he needs to do.
Thank you very much, Vegas J. I'm not good at commentary. I just waffle pish and seem to be all right at it. Is he gonna give us a wee flourish to finish a wee spin? No, he's just pulling off the side. Kashera finishing in P7. Belgian Will, who barring any commentator's curse or horribleness, will finish in P8, which I might be biased because he's got the ACM limit, but I think Will might have to be the driver of the day.
Yeah, very, very, very good result from him.
Yeah. Where did he start?
Well, let me check that actually. I believe
In fact, I can see it here.
P14.
So he's up 6 places, so
Yep.
he's tied with our biggest mover today. Kushera, Gossel and Shageen all moved up 6 places in the race. That's bloody good driving there by Will. Beltoft coming in with a very sick beamer here. There's a few wee prangs because of the damage. But coming in P9. Next up's Gemiel, who I think won livery of the day, early doors. Itosis, yep, that was some finish by the pair of yous, by the way. Great racing, absolutely brilliant. That's still a very sick Porsche though, because that's not doing anything like the speed it could. And Gemiel will round out our top 10. Nice and easy for them. We've not had anyone breaking down near the end this week through fuel deficiency.
Well, don't speak too soon. We still have Mark Massey, who's only entering the 3rd sector now.
Yeah. We have Barfield. You survived on 0.2. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh. Oh my word. .2 fuel. That's far too close. I usually end up with like 20 extra litres because I'm just paranoid about running out of fuel. BMW number 7. Beltoft. Gustav Beltoft. See, my first name, well, my nickname is Gustav because it's quite close to my first name. So you're a man after my own heart. You drive the Beamer as well. It's good to see. So Barfield finishing in P10, rounding out our top 10. No, I think he's P11 because somebody's left. So
Yeah, drivers are starting to leave now.
Yeah, drivers are starting to leave. So we've still got a few cars out on track. The G-Man, the Canadian sensation. But fair play to all the drivers, especially the ones who crashed early, had to go back to the pits, but chose to stay out. Just stay in the race and get some laps in. Bloody good of them.
Trying to get some drivers for a post-race interview. I think we'll have Will Gossel in, driver of the day.
Well, Will Gossel, let's get Will Gossel in. Do you want to drag him into the comms box?
Yeah, I'll bring him in now. Good evening, mate.
Hello.
What a race.
Here we have everyone's favourite Belgian, folks, Mr. Will Gossel. That was some drive there, mate.
It was. At the start, it was a bit chaotic with all the cars and stuff, so I got a little bit of damage. So my wheel was never quite straight, it was always slightly to the right.
Okay.
Which made driving interesting.
I
But
can
you
imagine.
just kind of, I suppose, learn
Yep.
to drive around it. It wasn't too bad at the end.
No, you
Yeah,
done,
just-
you done well there. You had a nice wee battle in the latter stages with Belfort and Pryor in the last
Yep.
lap. Yeah.
Yeah, I was slowly catching Pryor, and then he kind of made a mistake, and I a bit. And then, yeah, Belfort, I think he might have pitted. I don't know whether he pitted
No,
or not.
I think he just had. Yeah, I think he did pit early in the race, but I think he had quite a bit of damage. So
Okay,
I
yeah,
think his
yeah.
car was a bit hard to
Yeah.
handle in the last. But you know,
I
me and
mean,
Harry
he
were
was-
talking about it in comms. You just kept it nice and clean. Just done your own race,
Yeah.
the Ben Ely method, as we call it.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, really
Yeah,
well done.
really enjoyed it.
Yep, very well done. Definite driver of the day material.
Yep, keep it up, mate.
Yep, definitely keep it up.
Yeah.
Right, who else are we going to get in?
Yeah, cool. So I think we've got we'll have an interview with the top two. We'll have Userby and Ackerman next.
Yep.
Thank you for coming along, Will.
No worries.
Thank you, Will.
I'll bring them in now.
Yep,
My wife.
Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
There we go.
happy days. Here we are.
P1 and
What a
P2,
race.
P1
photo
and P2.
finish.
Yeah, made a small mistake at the end.
Yep.
I
That
was,
was that was a great race.
yeah, absolutely. I was nail biting at the end there when I saw Userby go wide, and then it was a photo finish towards the end.
Yeah, like I said in the chat, and
conditions were shockingly good.
they were, yeah. The track felt great today.
That's good feedback. I was wondering how much rain to set, but yeah, if it's good.
Look, it
Oh,
was.
there's more grip in the wet than there is in the dry.
Nah, okay, come on. Not that much. Look, let's say that's for a Nordschleife, wet Nordschleife, it was kind of okay. Actually, it was enjoyable. Actually, it gives you a little bit more slides and some turns, but it keeps you awake. Let's say.
Yeah, I think the guys in the Porsches were definitely kept awake today for sure.
Yeah, one of the
It,
Porsches
it
was
felt
very
it
fun.
felt easier to drive than the dry. You have to you don't fall asleep at the wheel. You keep your focus. The track is more forgiving in a couple spots where you do lack that power.
Okay.
The only real issue is like the flat out corners aren't flat out anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to judge where you can actually push the usual limit of the Nords and where you can't.
Mhm.
But overall, it was a nice fight, especially with Altosi, because we always end up together for some reason on track.
Yeah,
No
well,
matter where we start, but
Harry was actually saying that when you were on the last lap, when you came up to Lily, was there going to be some team orders? Lily was going to slow somebody down or that? You know, that was Harry who was saying that, not me. You know.
I was wondering if there was going to be
Nah.
some pocket change exchanged.
well, the problem with that is that Lily is right now on this season. Lily is Altosi's teammate basically, but he already signed up with me for the next season, so
Okay.
It's
So
technically both of our teammates at once.
yeah, but that
But yeah,
was
I think she gave you both way, so that was good of her.
no, man, overall it was a nice one. I thought it was about keeping it clean, basically.
Yep.
yeah, it was really good. It was
No,
a
it was
good
a
What
one.
really good
One
race.
small mistake decides everything.
Do you guys know what happened to Pryor?
I
I
think
think he hit a wall, didn't he?
yeah, I think he just had too many little scrapes against the wall, and I think that just ruined his race.
Because he had a nice pace on the start, so
Yeah.
we were not
Yeah,
catching.
because he started right at the back, and he in the last lap, well, second to
Started at
last
the
lap,
back.
he was yeah.
And
He
again,
started
I
at the
think
front.
driver of the day should be
No,
like Kelly.
no, you
because,
mean Price?
Yeah.
Yeah,
uh,
Price.
the guy who was in P1.
Yeah, he
Oh, sorry, Price. Yeah.
according to the game chat, he hit the wall and his right rear was damaged.
Okay.
I won't use the words that he said, but yeah,
Well, still a nice one. And
yeah,
I
very
know
nice win.
I scraped the whole side of the car against the wall, but it was just cosmetic damage.
So you're not too bad there. So Phoenix 1-2. I don't know what that
Well-
says, but
and we are going to run Nordschleife again in 45 minutes. So
well, there you go.
Count this as a practice session for that one.
it's gonna be a night one, but it's right.
Yeah, it's different conditions.
Yeah, it's different. So
Honestly,
Yeah, overall, good
Port
race.
Nordschleife is definitely my
it
favorite way
was
to drive
again. Thank you
Nordschleife.
guys for the hosting and always for the work as always.
That's no
Absolutely.
problem at all.
Thank you for coming along, guys.
Perfect conditions.
Yeah, fantastic race.
Yeah.
Looking forward to
Excellent.
the next one.
Right,
Yep.
so
Yep.
I think that'll be us for the night, folks. Harry, when is the next race?
Yeah, so Sunday, we're up again, second chance Sunday. Track voting is closing now, actually, so that'll be Imola confirmed for Sunday.
Yes.
60-minute race. Mandatory pit stop, no requirements, so it'll be a fun one, definitely.
Is there going to be any sort of weather modifiers, snow, ice storm?
Yeah, I think 0 degrees track temp. No, I'm kidding. I think Sunday we have morning and it's in the rain as well. So
Oh, lovely, lovely,
another rainy race upcoming.
excellent. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. Again, congratulations to everyone who raced tonight, everyone who finished, especially those who had to return to pits at some point but still kept out on track. And of course, to Uzbe, Ackerman, and who was P3?
Krasnov.
Krasnov for the P123. Great race to watch, and hopefully you'll join us again on Sunday.
Yep, perfect.
Excellent. See you soon, folks. Bye bye.
Thanks all for watching.